Okay, so in this question, you're given this information. You're told that the zeros, or the x-intercepts, are located at -1 and 7, and that a point on the parabola is located at 3, 5. You're asked to write it in standard form, but if you're given the x-intercepts, which form should you write it in first? X-intercepts are referred to as what in factored form? What variables? R and S. You have a point on the parabola, so that's your x and your y. What's missing? What variable in the equation is missing then? A, right? So factored form is A, x minus r, x minus s. The question says to write it in standard form, which looks like this. But if this is the information I'm given, if I'm given that information, I don't know A, I don't know B, and I don't know C. So we're not going to put it in standard form right away. We're going to put it into factored form because I know x, r, x, s, and I know y, right? I know x and y, r and s. So I can actually solve for A, and then we can put it into standard form afterwards. How do you go from factored form to standard form? Expand and simplify. This is what you were working on yesterday. FOIL, right? Expand it and simplify it. Okay, so let's replace y. What's y? 5. Don't know A. What's x? 3 minus, what's r? Plus 1. So 3 take away a -1 becomes 3 plus 1. Good. X. 3 take away, what's s? 7. Can you guys simplify this and solve for A? I'll write it on the next page. What's 3 plus 1? 3 take away 7. -4. 4 times -4. So -16A equals 5. Divide by -16. A equals 5 over -16. Or what would this be as a decimal? Either way is acceptable. Or A equals -0.3125. Okay, this is our A value. So let's write it in factored form. Y equals -0.3125. X, what were the two x-intercepts? The two x-intercepts were -1, so when I write it in factored form, it's +1, and the other x-intercept was +7, so I write -7. Okay, this is what we were working on: multiplying, expanding your binomials. Which part of this do I do first? We have to expand this part first. X times x, x times -7, 1 times x, 1 times -7. We'll deal with this part afterwards. Okay, expand your binomial first. So x times x, x squared minus 7x plus 1x minus 7. When you simplified your brackets, that's what you should have. Now what? Mahina? Good, distribute, right? You're multiplying everything inside the bracket by the A term. Okay, so once we expand it, this is our answer. In standard form, we turned everything into a decimal. So this is my A, B, and C in standard form.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.